What's up, flamethrowers? It is me, Flame the Dragon Hog here, and welcome to another installment of Ask the Sonic Crew. That is right, guys. I am back with another episode of Ask the Sonic Crew for all of you. And today, guys, we got something a little bit, a little bit evil. Today, guys, I am joined with Team Nightmare. I'm here with Team Nightmare. Now, guys, I'm gonna flat out say this. Team Nightmare is definitely gotta be one of my favorite teams that I have had on the channel. You wanna know why? Because it only proves how far people can go when they reach their limit. Basically, what I mean is like in the world of MLP, guys, in the world of MLP, let's just say there's only so much the main six or any of their friends can take until they really snap. Anyway, enough with that. Let me introduce you guys to everybody. First, we have the leader of Team Nightmare. She is the evil version of Princess Celestia. She controls fire and lots of sunlight. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Daybreaker.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to finally meet you. Yes, it is I, Daybreaker, the more prettier and stronger version of my goody two-shoes self.
Yeah, also, it's nice to finally meet you, Daybreaker.
Yes, I heard a lot of great things about you, Flame. And also I heard that you like me.
Uh, yeah, I kind of had a crush on you for a long time. But besides that, let's just continue on with this. Anyway, next up we have is the second leader of, Team Nightmare. She is the evil version of Princess, Luna. She actually was banished to the moon, but only to come back to try and pick up where she left off and try and cover Equestria in eternal darkness. May I present to you guys Nightmare Moon.
Yes, hello, everyone. It's nice to finally see you all again.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too, Nightmare Moon. So how is everything?
Just fine, thank you.
Okay. Anyway, great. Okay. Next up we have is the nightmare version of Princess Cadance. She has not made her TV appearance, but she has appeared on YouTube and lots of other stuff. Oh, and also, guys, I also found out the name of her. I also found out her name. I also found it out. Anyway, and here it is, guys. May I present to you Bleeding Heart, the nightmare version of Princess Cadance.
Yes, hello, everyone. It's nice to finally see you all and meet you, Flame. So, you're the one who talked Nightmare Moon and Daybreaker into being good.
Well, yeah, I mean, they are good, right?
Yes, they are. And maybe you can teach me how to be good.
Perhaps, maybe. Alright, anyway, next up we have is another Nightmare version that has not made her TV debut. She is the Nightmare version. She is the Nightmare version of Princess Twilight. She's just like her normal self. She's good with magic, and she just wants to, finish her goal into helping people, become friendly by force sometimes, I guess. Anyway, may I present to you Nightmare Twilight.
Greetings, everyone. It's nice to finally meet you all.
Yeah, hey, it's really nice to meet you. Also, I'm not gonna lie. It's, Twilight, I'm not gonna lie, your nightmare form is really interesting.
Thank you.
Anyway, next up we have is a character who you guys all saw on my channel for the first time. She is the Nightmare version of Rarity. She's a Nightmare version of Rarity, and she pretty much helped me out during the Anti-Flame Syndicate War. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Nightmare Rarity.
Hello, my dark darlings. It's an honor to be back.
Yeah, it's good to see you two. It's good to see you two, Nightmare Rarity.
Yes, it's really nice to see you too, Flame Darling.
Man. One thing you guys don't know about her is she really likes petting me for some reason. It's pretty crazy. Okay, you can stop. Okay, anyway, next up we have is the Chaos version of Cozy Glow. You see, Cozy Glow, she transforms into this, she transforms into this form whenever she absorbs, Discord's Chaos magic. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Chaos Cozy Glow.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to finally meet you. It's been so long.
Yeah, I know. Ever since the Anti-Flame Syndicate War, it has been a long time.
Yes, and it feels so good to finally be back.
Yeah, I know. But anywho, I am glad that you're actually here.
Oh?
Yeah, because you see, believe it or not, Chrysalis, she's been, wanting to see you again.
Oh, really? Well, tell her that she will get to see me again real soon.
Okay. Anyway, next up are my two favorite MLP-EG villains. Here are my two favorite ones. Anyway, one of them is the evil version of EG Twilight. She first emerged when she wanted to fully understand magic, and once she got a taste of magic, she just couldn't stop. It's like she was on a frickin' steroid, and she just wanted to learn more and more about magic. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Midnight Sparkle.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back. You guys remember me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they remember you. You came in wanting to play Would You Rather against me and Sunset, and I added you to my harem.
Yes, and I have to admit, it's been such an honor to finally be fused back with my goody two-shoes self.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, believe it or not, I actually unfused all of the evil sides to the to the ponies who had evil versions. I unfused them. Basically, I separated them. But the only time I'll fuse them back together is if they agree, if the evil versions if they agree to use their magic for good. Anyway, last but not least, we have is the evil version of Sunset Shimmer. She turned into this form when she finally got a hold of Twilight Sparkle's crown, and once she put it on, the magic in that crown was so overwhelming that it turned her into this hideous beast. And this hideous beast is none other than Demon Shimmer. Anyway, go ahead, Demon Shimmer. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to finally meet you all.
Yep, that's right, guys. Demon Shimmer's back. And before you guys ask, no, she is not wearing Twilight's crown. She learned that lesson. She's not wearing Twilight's crown. You see, the only way Sunset can turn into that form is if when I give her this. Basically, it's a special pendant that has a Twilight Sparkle's cutie mark on it, and she wears it, and it's actually filled with magic, just like in the crown. And so when Sunset puts it on, she'll be able to turn into this form whenever she wants to. But believe it or not, it only works as long as it's on her neck. As long as it's on her neck, she'll be Demon Shimmer. Anyway, now that introductions is over, let's begin with the episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. Once again, guys, I do apologize, but I do not have a co-host here with me today. So I decided to do this by myself. I thought maybe it would just be a little bit faster, so that way we can just, speed this up a little bit, just speed the process up. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Now, if you guys want to see more Ask the Sonic Crew videos, please hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree with anything that's going to be said here today. And also, let me know in the comments who do you guys want to see on Ask the Sonic Crew soon, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of characters you guys want to see on here. Anywho, let's begin. Oh, also, one other thing I forgot to mention, I do apologize if your question did not get read out. You can always try again next time for the next episode of Ask the Sonic Crew, and I promise you guys, it's going to be good. Anyway, let's begin, guys. Alright, so, first question goes to Daybreaker. Okay, Daybreaker, first question. During your debut, how much did you believe that you could easily beat Nightmare Moon in that fight?
Well, I did have her on the ropes for a little bit, and I was so eat up with jealousy and anger.
Oh yeah, because if I remember correctly, you got jealous at Luna because, you thought maybe her job was so much more easier than yours. Am I right?
Yes, and to prove her wrong, I got jealous at the fact that she thought that my job was a whole lot more harder than hers. So we both turned into our nightmare forms and we ended up fighting. Of course, being her big sister, I was the stronger one.
Okay, interesting. Nightmare Moon, any comebacks?
Well, I could have beaten you, sister. But, of course, it was the Dream Realm. Our powers are only limited.
Yeah, not that many unicorns, or alicorns for that matter, have their magic right in the Dream Realm.
Yes, that is correct. You see, the Dream Realm is sort of like a timer. Our powers are only limited to our imagination. If we want our powers, then we can have it. Of course, when it comes to me, I have my powers all the time because, I'm the pony that travels through dreams and nightmares.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, well, thanks for that little heads up. Anyway, Nightmare Moon, here's your question. You ready for it?
Absolutely.
Okay, Nightmare Moon, how did you feel when you finally got defeated and turned back into, your normal self, but younger?
Well, I did felt a little bit of relief, because finally I was back to normal. But I was also a little bit scared because I was worried how the other ponies were going to treat me.
Well, you don't have to worry about that, because everybody loves you now.
Yes, that is true. They did pretty much make a holiday out of for me.
Yeah, Nightmare Night. Yeah.
Of course, at first I did find it as an insult, thinking that it was a holiday insulting Nightmare Moon. Well, me. But I learned it was just a holiday to celebrate and be scared of me sometimes, 'cause look at me. I can be pretty scary.
True. You can be pretty scary, but I'm not scared. Trust me. The only thing that will scare me is an EXE.
What's an EXE?
An evil version of me or my friends. Trust me, those things are really scary. Anywho, so let me get this straight. You basically were relieved that you got turned back?
Yes, 'cause you see, to quote my other self, having Nightmare Moon is almost like having a giant weight lifted on my shoulders.
Oh, I see. And once you turned back to normal, it's like that weight was lifted, right?
Yes, exactly.
Huh. Well, that's nice to know. Anyway, Anyway, next question is for Bleeding Heart. You know, Nightmare Cadence. Anyway, Bleeding Heart or Nightmare Cadence. How did you come to be? Because don't you normally need to be jealous or angry in order to, come out? Don't you need to be angry or jealous to come out? So my question is, what brought you on?
To answer your question, it all happened around the time King Sombra had his hands on my daughter. It all happened when he had his hands or magic on my daughter. I could have ripped him to shreds, but luckily, shining armor held me back.
Yeah, I know. Because trust and believe me, if anybody other than my family or anybody else touches my daughters, trust me, I would have gone all ape on them as well.
Yes, that was the point where I should have came out. But, unfortunately, like I said, shining armor held me back.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, like I said, there were times where I almost went into like a berserk form because, to tell you the truth, this evil guy named Scourge, I'm pretty sure you guys know him, he pretty much did the with my wife by force, and let's just say it was pretty bad. I was so mad that I almost went to his world. I almost went to his world and ripped him apart. I almost did, but I didn't because I had more important things to deal with, and that would have been my wife. So yeah, you guys could have saw Berserk me, but nope, not today, not any day. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for sharing that Bleeding Heart or Nightmare Cadence, whichever one.
No problem. Of course, if anybody does touch my daughter again, I will rip them asunder.
Ooh, yikes. Well, note to self, do not manhandle Flurry Heart. Do not manhandle Flurry Heart, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not. Anyway, moving on. Next up we have is Nightmare Twilight. Okay, next up we have is Nightmare Twilight. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. To Nightmare Twilight. How did you come to be? Because just like with Bleeding Heart, because that is true. Because with just like Bleeding Heart, you should have been either angry or jealous. When did you think you could have came out?
Well, I could have came out during the time when T-Rex was absorbing magic.
That is true. You coulda, because after when you found out that he destroyed your tree, after when he destroyed your tree, tried to absorb the princess's magic, and lots of other stuff, you were really mad, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I could have got out. Because, well, like all princesses, we all have a nightmare form. But sadly, I could have came out, but nope, I didn't.
Yikes.
Yeah, because what do you think will happen if I did come out and I had all the Alicorn's magic? Now that would have been dangerous.
Yeah, true, because think about it. One pony handling 4 different types of Alicorn magic. Now that is definitely hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. That's really, really bad. Anywho, let's see what else we got here. Okay, this question here is for Nightmare Rarity. To Nightmare Rarity. How did you come to be? Because just like with all the others, you're supposed to be either jealous or mad.
Well, during the Anti-Flame Syndicate War, darling, I did get mad because I was wearing my best armor. And then one of those scrap metal bots that Silver had ruined it and destroyed it. Then I got so mad that I turned into this.
That's just like you, Rarity. Always getting mad over an outfit.
I made that armor myself. It was based after Princess Celestia.
Oh, I see.
Yes, because Princess Celestia is so noble and brave, I wanted to feel noble and brave, so I built myself my own armor that looked like hers. Unfortunately, it got destroyed. And I got so mad that I turned into Nightmare Rarity. I really wanted to rip that robot to shreds, but Pinky already got to it.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. I have an idea. I'll make you that armor again.
You would?
Yes, and I'll make it out of a special steel that's virtually indestructible.
Really?
Yes.
Well, wait until my good side hears about this.
I'm pretty sure she already knows. And I'm pretty sure she's prancing just like she did when she was going to go to the Derby with Fancy Prance. You know, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's my good side.
Okay, well, anyway, next up is Cozy Glow. Okay, Cozy, this question here is for you. How powerful is Grogar's bell? Because if I remember correctly, it was able to hold not only the princess's magic, but it was also able to hold Grogar and Discord's magic. So, how powerful is Grogar's bell?
Very powerful. It's very powerful. You see, thanks to you, Flame, it can not only absorb magic, but it can also absorb chaos energy.
Wow, I inspired that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's really cool.
Well, you see, there's also one other thing. Because of that chaos energy, I'm able to do all sorts of chaos things now.
Oh, really?
Yes, almost like your friend Shadow. Chaos Spear, Chaos Blast. The only thing I can't do is Chaos Control.
Oh, well, trust and believe me, Chaos Control is not an easy thing to master. Because think about it, when it comes to Chaos Control, you got to think about where you want to teleport. And, most importantly, be careful with your surroundings. Because when you Chaos Control, it's very, very important not to have so many things or people around you. Because if that happens, then they're going to be teleported with you.
Oh, I see. Now I know that now. Because honestly, Chaos Control doesn't seem like an easy thing.
Trust me, it's not. Anyway, moving on. Okay, next up we have is, oh boy, one of my favorites. We have Midnight Sparkle. Okay, Midnight Sparkle, this question here is for you. Let's see. Here we go. How did you feel when Twilight suppressed you?
I thought that she was such a fool. I mean, I was so powerful. She could have let me out again. And she could have best understood how to control the magic she was getting when she was over at the camp. But she suppressed me. I really, really wanted to get out again. But sadly, because of her friends helping her out, she suppressed me. I felt so alone. Deep inside her thoughts. But luckily, she did manage to learn magic, all without me. So she, believe it or not, she used a spell to separate us.
I see. And after that, after many, many months or years or whatever of being silent, you found me and Sunset, and you thought about me for a while, right?
Yes, exactly.
I see. Well, that's good to know, I guess. Anyway, next up we have is Demon Shimmer. Okay, Demon Shimmer, question. What the heck were you planning to do once you got to Equestria? when you got to Equestria with your evil humanoid, with your evil humanoid army?
Well, I was planning on conquering both worlds, but then I had to. But now that I think about it, I would have had to deal with Celestia, Luna, Cadence. I would have had to deal with them, and also Twilight as well. Because don't forget, even without her crown, she is still very powerful.
Yeah, that is true. There's been times where she actually beat my butt in sparring, even without her crown. Ugh. Anywho, well, that's good to know. Anyway, group question. All right, this question is for all 8 of you. Oh boy. Okay, this question here is for all 8 of you. All right. To Team Nightmare, out of all 8 of you, who do you think was so close to achieving their goal? Who do you think was more close to achieving their goal?
Well, honestly, I'm gonna have to say myself, because don't forget, I've been around longer than everybody else.
You sure about that, Nightmare Moon?
Yes, of course. I mean, think about it. I am the original villain.
Yeah, that is true. You are one of the original villains, because after all, you actually did almost succeed in covering Equestria in darkness. You almost did. Okay, what about you, Daybreaker? What do you think? Do you agree with your sister?
Well, yes, I would have to agree with her, because after all, she was the closest.
True. She was close. What about you, Twilight?
I'm definitely gonna have to say Nightmare Moon.
Okay, Bleeding Heart.
I'm gonna have to say Nightmare Moon, I guess.
Cozy.
Nightmare Moon, obviously.
Okay, Rarity.
Nightmare Moon. I mean, trust me, there was a time where she actually did try to, manipulate me and slow me down.
Oh yeah, that time when you sacrificed your tail to that sea serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just showed how generous you were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, what about you two?
I'm definitely gonna have to say Nightmare Moon, because obviously because believe it or not, we were just fresh. We were fresh out. And not only that, but she is like the original.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Nightmare Moon was definitely closer.
Oh, so all of you agree that Nightmare Moon was the closest to achieving her goal?
Yes.
Wow, that's definitely interesting. Because if you ask me, out of all of you, I'm definitely gonna have to say, between Midnight Sparkle and Cozy Glow, those two were really close to achieving their goal. Because think about it, Cozy, you were really close to achieving your goal and absorbing enough magic to be the most powerful alicorn or whatever in Equestria. And Midnight Sparkle, you almost achieved your goal into researching a whole bunch of magic and trying to be more powerful than everybody else. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, that is true. He does have a point. We were really close.
So, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, we got time for one more individual question and one more group question. All right. Let's keep her going, guys. Okay, so let's see. All right, so Daybreaker, this question here is for you. Oh no, it's a question about us. Daybreaker, how did you feel about when Flame confessed his feelings to you? How did you feel?
Well, I am quite flattered. I thought nobody would like me, 'cause after all, I am a fiery mess.
I don't think that at all.
Of course, lots of people seem to like my goody two-shoes self a little bit more.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. Princess Celestia does have a very, very important job. She raises the sun every day. And if you think about it, that is a very, very important job.
Not as important as setting and raising the moon.
Oh, no offense, Daybreaker. I mean, no offense, excuse me. Nightmare Moon. It's just that, the sun is kind of more important than the moon anyway. Because think about it. Think about it. Because think about it. We need the sun to not only get warmth, but you also need it for you need it to make plants grow and all sorts of other stuff. So basically the sunlight is very, very important. But then again, the moonlight is also important as well. Then again, the moonlight is very, very important as well, because if you think about it, the moon supplies light for nighttime and all sorts of other stuff, because without the moon, we'll be in the pitch black dark. But so, yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Both the sun and the moon, they're both useful. I'm just saying. But anyway, back to the question. Yes, I do like you a lot, Daybreaker. And, yeah.
Well, seeing as I am part of your harem now, because Celestia, she is actually a part of it now, I guess maybe, just maybe, we can make this work.
Of course, maybe. What about you, Nightmare Moon? Because after all, Luna, she's actually part of the thing too.
Well, yes, I do believe I can make this work.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of Nightmare Moon, okay, Nightmare Moon, this question here is for you. What actually gave you the ideas to try and slow down the main six from coming? How did you feel? What were you thinking?
Well, I wanted to scare them one by one. First off, I made the trees look like scary monsters. Of course, Pinkie, she overcame that fear and thought they were funny. Then I destroyed the cliff. Trying to, easily destroy them. But then Applejack, she saved Twilight and told her to let go because,
Yeah, Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash were down there getting ready to help her.
Yes, exactly. And of course Twilight thought she was lying, but nope, she's the most honest pony out there. Then, of course, there was that huge monster, or griffin, or whichever one, that I stuck a thorn in. I wanted to really scare them off. However, Fluttershy, she calmed him down and plucked the thorn out. Then came my favorite one, the sea serpent. I cut off a piece of his mustache, and he created a whole bunch of waves in the river. It was so chaotic, they had to be scared. But then Rarity, she gave up some of her tail to make the mustache whole again. But little did she know was that she could have just, the mustache could have grew back easily. Same thing with her tail. Anyway, and finally, last but not least, was Rainbow Dash. I tried to get her to separate with her friends and have her join my evil flying team, the Shadow Cults.
Oh yeah, the Shadow Cults. Now, those were definitely interesting. I remember them. Because, yeah, that's also the same name as the Crystal Prep students. Because, yeah.
Yeah, don't remind me of those.
Oh, sorry, Midnight Sparkle. Sorry about that. But anyway, so, yeah, you really wanted to separate Twilight from her friends, huh?
Yes, I did. But then, of course, they had to press on and defeat me.
But luckily, they did defeat you, so that way you turned back into, Princess Luna,
Yeah, true. And like I said earlier, it was like a weight being lifted off of me.
True. Okay, well, anyway, moving on to the next question. Okay, Bleeding Heart, this question here is for you. What type of powers do you what is, like, your goal? Because, as we all know, Celestia, she has the powers of the sun, just like with Daybreaker, she can control fire. Luna, she can control the moon, and same thing with Nightmare Moon, she can control like nighttime and darkness and all that other stuff. So, what can you do?
Well, seeing as my goody two-shoes self can make ponies fall in love with each other, I have not only crystal magic, but I can also make ponies hate each other.
Whoa, you can actually do that?
Yes, I can actually make ponies hate each other.
Whoa, okay, that's a little bit aggressive.
Of course. I mean, think about it. I am the opposite of Cadence.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for that heads up. Anyway, next up we have is, Nightmare Twilight. Okay, Nightmare Twilight, this question here is for you. What kind of powers can you do?
Well, I can easily make friendships end. I can make friendships end. It's kind of like it's kind of like Bleeding Heart's powers, but with me, I can easily end friendships, no matter how deep they are.
Whoa, so basically you can destroy any type of friendship?
Any kind, whether if it's a lifelong friendship, a childhood friendship, a school day friendship, or whatever, I can easily destroy it.
Whoa.
Of course, I don't do that because, I'm still fresh.
Yeah, true. Alright, next up we have is Nightmare Rarity. Okay, Nightmare Rarity, this question here is for you. You appeared in the MLP comics. You appeared in the MLP comics. So, how did you feel when you actually appeared finally in that Magpie Pony video if Rarity was a princess? How did you feel about being in there?
Well, even though I did kind of have a short little moment, it was still good to be remembered. Even though I was only in a comic, it is still very good to be remembered and put back in there. After all, the other me was so mad at the fact that her loyal subjects was objecting clothing being worn.
Well, think about it. Sometimes the clothes did actually get in the way of some things. I mean, think about it. I mean, Mrs. Cake's dress caught on fire because she was working too close with the oven. Rainbow Dash's outfit was covering up her wings, so that was kind of bad. And not only that, but Applejack couldn't get her work done because the dress was too nasty and filthy. And it was touching her. Because trust and believe me, she may be a farm pony, but trust and believe me, there's so much of a limit to how much dirt she can get on her.
Understood. Well, hopefully the other me have learned that lesson.
Yeah, and I'm also really looking forward to the last video she's going to be making, which is what if Rainbow Dash was a princess? Oh my gosh, I wonder how that video is going to turn out, because think about it. I already saw Pinkie Pie, I already saw Applejack, I already saw Fluttershy, and I just saw Rarity. So now, we just need to see Rainbow Dash, and that thing will be complete. And then we can reverse back to Twilight, finally. Because we all know that Twilight was destined to be a princess, obviously. Okay, well, anyway, next up we have is Cozy Glow. Okay, Cozy, this question here is for you. How did you feel when you and Chrysalis were finally redeemed by Flame?
Well, I was actually pretty happy, because you see, it was only a matter of time before the Anti-Flame Syndicate and T-Rex betrayed us.
Yeah, that was true. They were fixing to betray you, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is true. I mean, think about it. That only proves that bad guys should never work together. That only proves that bad guys and villains should never work together.
Yes, because it's only a matter of time before somebody stabs somebody in the back.
Yeah, and trust and believe me, they were really close.
Mm-hmm. So, I am really glad that I'm good now.
Yeah. And I bet Chrysalis, she's also really happy that she's good too.
I mean, she ought to be. She's good now, and she can also feed off of love whenever she wants to. Well, not really.
Yeah, and trust and believe me, I actually made her some very, very special candies that allows her to have a well-balanced meal, which every bite she eats. Basically, what I'm saying is that she only needs one a day to fill up her power.
Interesting.
Yeah, she really loves them. Anyway, next up we have is Midnight Sparkle. Okay, Midnight Sparkle. This question here is for you. Did the words that daydream shimmer said to you really get to you?
Yes, they actually did. They actually did get to me. Because you see, I really didn't understand magic, and I really wanted everybody to like me. Because, before I became, well, this, I was normal. I was normal Twilight Sparkle. The wimp that's always smart and not really good at anything. Except for science. But now, now that I had this form, people would have loved me. Then, of course, I came around and convinced her that it's not about making people like you. It's about, making friends and lots of other things. Yeah, that's the lesson that I learned.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, next up we have is Demon Shimmer. Okay, Demon Shimmer, this question here is for you. Let's see. Do you honestly think that you'll come back? Do you honestly think you'll come back? Because it was a one-time thing. And plus, not only that, but a lot of MLP-EG villains did come back. I mean, look at the Dazzlings. They came back.
Yeah, true. The Dazzlings did come back. But they weren't there to cause any harm.
Yeah, true. They weren't there to cause any harm. They were just singing, minding their own business. It was pretty crazy. Also, by the way, their tour bus. Bleh! Gross. But anywho, so do you honestly think you'll make a comeback one day?
One day, even though Equestria Girls is over, we still have memories.
True. Anyway, now we're down to the last group question to all of you. Alright, to all of you. Did you guys honestly think that you guys fought well in the Anti-Flame Syndicate War? Because we could have really used y'all's help.
I think we did pretty good. Yes, same here. I think we did pretty well.
Besides, Princess Celestia and Princess Luna told me that they actually did let you guys out.
Yes, they did, because they needed more power. And they thought maybe they can use our dark magic for good. And they did. I mean, don't get me wrong, darling. I actually did the same thing.
Yeah, true, because I had no idea that you actually had a nightmare form, Rarity.
Neither did I until the Anti-Flame Syndicate War.
True. Well, I'm glad that all of you guys did actually help me out, because think about it. If the Anti-Flame Syndicate War did win, then I would have been gone. I would have been dead. But I'm not. I'm still here. And all of us are still here, fighting evil. And I'm also really glad that I'm actually glad that I did bring Silver back. Because honestly, Silver, he really didn't deserve to die. He really didn't deserve to. He was just angry and mad. But it's okay now. We both resolved our problems, and he's back on the side of good. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Ask the Sonic Crew, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and comment down below. And I would also like to thank Team Nightmare for coming on. Nightmare Moon, Daybreaker, Nightmare Twilight, Bleeding Heart, Chaos Cozy Glow, Midnight Rarity, Demon Shimmer, and Midnight Sparkle. I do like to thank all of you for coming on here and answering the questions. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. And as I said in the beginning, please let me know in the comments down below if you agree with anything that was said here. And if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so that way you guys will be up to date whenever I post. And also, one other thing, like I said before, I do apologize if your question did not get read out. You can always try again next time for the next episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. And speaking of Ask the Sonic Crew, guys, we are getting really close to the 100th episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. We're getting really close to it. And guys, I still don't know what I'm going to do for the 100th episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. I might do a out of character Q&A. I might, who knows. I'm still thinking about it. But let me know in the comments if you guys think that's a good idea. Anyway, if you guys excuse me, I gotta take these ladies back to Equestria. It did take me a long while to finally get them all together. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog, signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.